Senate will please come to order. Welcome back. Please rise for the presentation of the colors and the Pledge of Allegiance. The colors will be presented by Sergeant Major Harder's Central High School ROTC Color Guard, commanded today by First Lieutenant James Crumweedy. Members of the team include Zachary Cook, Grace Soletto, Jacob Henry, Eric Anderson, and Malachi Jesperson. Please stand.
Outward, face, present, colors.
Senator Barlow, will you lead us in the pledge? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I now invite Pastor Scott Lee from the What's that? Oh yeah, post the colors.
Gary, colors. Outward, face. Forward, march. Inward, face. Post. Present, arms. Order, arms. Outward, face. Forward, march.
Thank you. Now I invite Pastor Scott Lee from Bethesda Worship Center in Sheridan to offer the invocation. Pastor.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Let's pray. Our Father in heaven, maker of heaven and earth, we are grateful that you have chosen us to bring you glory through our personal lives and in our public service. May the business that's carried out in the chambers here and the decisions that are made be blessed of you as we look to you for counsel in all things. As the Senate looks to you, Lord, as they seek you, I pray that you will give them wisdom and guidance beyond their experience, beyond their expertise, even beyond their education. I pray, Lord, for wisdom and guidance beyond opinions and best laid plans. We seek your wisdom in today's session and for the meetings that lie ahead. I pray, Lord, for our senators to be led with great integrity of heart, from a pure heart, a heart that is open to Jesus, our Savior and Lord. Please guide them in your grace and in your love, and may the truth of Jesus light their way. Father, creator of heaven and earth, I pray this from the glorious, unlimited resources, that the Lord will empower the Senate with inner strength through your Spirit, Lord. Then Christ will make his home in their hearts as they trust you, that their roots will grow down in God's love and keep them strong, and may they have the power to understand all God's people should, how wide, how long, how high, how deep your love is for us. I pray this Senate would experience the love of Christ, though it is too great to understand fully, and that they will be made complete with all the fullness of life and power that comes from God. Now all glory to God, who is able through the mighty power at work within us to accomplish within us more than we might ask or think. We pray this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Pastor Lee. Pastor. for making the trip all the way down from Sheridan. Safe travels home.
Thank you, sir.
Chief Clerk will call the roll.
Senate roll calls, Day 1, February 9th, 2026. Anderson,
Excused?
excused. Barlow? Present. Boner? Here. Brennan? Here. Case? Present. Cooper? Here. Crago? Here. Crum? Present. Dockstetter? Here. Driscoll? Here. French? Here. Guru? Here. Hicks? Here. Hutchings? Here. Ide? Here. Jones? Here. Cole? Present. Landon? Here. Larson? Here. Love? Here. McEwen? Here. Nethercott? Here. Olson? Here. Pappas? Here. Pearson? Here. Rothfuss? Here. Salazar? Here. Schuler? Here. Scott? Here. Steinmetz? Here. President Beitman?
Here.
30 present, 1 excused.
Thank you, Chief Clerk. I ask the Senate to join me in welcoming Taft Love, representing Senate District 6. He was sworn in on September 9th, 2025. He was appointed by the Laramie County and Platte County Commissioners to fill the vacant seat of Darren Smith following his resignation on August 11, 2025. Welcome to the body, Senator Love. I would now entertain privileges of the floor. Let's go with Senator Cooper.
Mr. President, privilege of the floor.
Floor is yours, sir.
Thank you, Mr. President. As long as we're welcoming people to the Senate, right above you is our class of 2026 LSO interns, and I'd sure like to welcome them all to the Senate. And stand up, folks, and show us who you are. So, our LSO interns for 2026.
All right. Here. Welcome to the Senate. Senator Boner,
Thank you, Mr. President. Privilege of the floor.
the floor is yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce Ellie Tomlinson from Douglas. She's in the gallery behind us, so go ahead and stand up if you have a chance. Ellie was selected in the spring of 2025 to represent Wyoming as a member of the STEM Next Opportunity Fund's flight crew. As a youth ambassador, Ellie is one of 77 young leaders who will represent their states, show what's possible, and spark their peers' curiosity in STEM learning. Ms. Tomlinson is putting her passion to work by mentoring students at the Boys and Girls Club of Douglas. In that role, she is showing other youth how STEM learning beyond the classroom can change lives. Her statement about her experience speaks volumes. She said, "When I visited the University of Wyoming during Campus Pass with the Boys and Girls Club, a whole new future opened up before me when I realized that I can make a future doing what I love in STEM. Before this opportunity, I did not realize how much I could do in the STEM field." So go ahead and join me in welcoming Ellie to the Wyoming Senate.
Hear, hear. Well done, Ellie, and welcome to the Senate. Senator French,
Thank you, Mr. President. Privilege of the floor.
floor is yours, sir.
I'd like the body to give a big welcome to my granddaughter. She's right up there. If Taylor, would you stand up? And my daughter is over that way. So got most of the family here, if you could give them a big welcome.
Welcome to the Senate French family. Anybody else? Senator Schuler,
Thank you, Mr. President. Privilege of the floor.
floor is yours.
I would like to have us give a big welcome to the League of Women Voters today in Wyoming. They're in the gallery somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where. They came from all across the state to join us and to celebrate the importance of secure and accessible elections for all Wyoming voters. So please stand up and let us give you a Wyoming welcome.
Welcome to the Senate. Senator Landon.
Mr. President, may I have the privilege of the floor?
You may,
real
sir.
quickly? Thank you, Mr. President. So I just confirmed this a moment ago, but when we gavelled in today, the senator from Bates Creek has done that 48 times. And I just thought that was worth a little bit of our recognition. 48 times the senator has gavelled in. So congratulations to Senator Scott on that front. I think he deserves a hand for that.
I think so too. What do you have to say for yourself, Senator Scott?
Mr. President, I will resist any.
Senator Hicks.
Mr. President, earlier today I had this conversation with my colleague that I had the luxury of sitting in next to my first 8 years, and I found out today it had been 48, and what he articulated to me was the devil made him do it.
All right, any more privileges? Before we go on, we have a doctor of a day or a nurse of a day. Nurse of the day, which is always good in this body, Senator Guru. We have, too soon? Okay, Darla Parks from Campbell County is our nurse of the day. If Darla's around, we'd love to give her a shout out. There she is. Darla, come on up. In case the needs arise. Okay. All right. Senators, allow me to highlight that this year holds special significance for our country as we count down to the United States' 250th anniversary of independence on July 4th, 2026. Throughout the year, communities across Wyoming will celebrate this milestone and Wyoming's meaningful contributions to our nation's success, including being the birthplace of women's suffrage. In addition to celebrations around the state, the Capitol will host a day-long celebration on the 4th, featuring a parade, family activities, live music, and cultural performances. The evening will conclude with a thrilling fireworks presentation in the night sky above the Capitol. We hope you can join us here at the Capitol or in celebrations across Wyoming. The Senate will now turn to our order of business. I direct the Chief Clerk to notify His Excellency, the Governor, that the 2026 budget session of the Senate 68th Wyoming State Legislature is organized and ready to receive any communications he may desire to submit. I direct the Chief Clerk to notify the House that the 2026 budget session of the Senate 68th Wyoming State Legislature is organized and ready to receive any communications they may desire to submit. Pursuant to Senate Rule 2-8C, several vacancies occurred during the interim on committees. I appointed replacements as follows. I appointed Senator Ide to Chairman of Agriculture, Senator Brennan to Chairman of Labor, Health, and Social Services. I appointed standing committee members as follows. Senator French to Appropriations, replacing Darren Smith. Senator Barlow to Transportation, replacing Senator Brennan. Senator Love to Agriculture, replacing Senator French. Senator Dockstader to Revenue, replacing Senator French. Absent objection, it is so ordered. Madam Majority Floor Leader.
Mr. President, I move that the following named persons be placed in nomination as the new employees of the Senate and that they be voted on collectively. Will the reading clerk please read the names of the new employees and their respective positions?
Thomas Lee, Reading Clerk. Libby Miles, Revenue Secretary. Jesse Schaefer, Corporation Secretary. Marlo Ellis, Student Page. Delaney True, Student Page. Abby Odell, Student Page. Callie Christensen, student page.
You have heard the motion. All in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, no. Motion carried. On behalf of the entire Senate, I welcome you as staff members for this budget session. I hope you'll find your work here challenging and rewarding. Okay. Next order of business is the introduction of Senate files. Do you have a, oh. I have, okay. Madam Majority Floor Leader.
Mr. President, in accordance with Senate Rule 13.5, I move that the Senate vote from consent lists on interim committee bills. The reader will now read the first list of bills.
Senate File 2, Legislative Budget, Sponsor Management Council. Senate File 7, Theft Amendment, Sponsor Judiciary. Senate File 8, Absconding for Criminal Purposes, Criminal Offense, Judiciary. Senate File 9, Fentanyl to Minors, Enhanced Penalty, Sponsor Judiciary. Senate File 10, Contracts for Holding and Treating Mentally Ill Detainees, Sponsored Judiciary. Senate File 11, Burials of Indigent Veterans Amendments, Sponsor Transportation. Senate File 12, Wyoming National Guard Reenlistment Bonus Program, Sponsor Transportation. Senate File 13, Wyoming National Guard Member Referral Amendments, Sponsor Transportation. Senate File 15, Landowner Hunting Licenses Limitations, Sponsor Agriculture. Senate File 16, Subleasing of State Lands Exemptions, Sponsor Agriculture. Senate File 24, Lottery Ticket Acceptance of Debit Card Payments, Sponsor Travel. Senate File 25, Landowner License Limits in Limited Quota Hunt Areas, Sponsor Travel. Senate File 26, Game and Fish Property Tax Exemption Amendments, Sponsor Travel. Senate File 37, K through 12 School Facilities Maintenance and Appropriations, Select School Facilities. Senate File 44, Gambling Amendments, Sponsor Management Council. Senate File 51, Transferable Landowner Hunting Licenses Requirements, Sponsor Agriculture. Senate File 52, Large Project Funding, Sponsor National Resource Funding. Senate File 58, Wyoming Indian Child Welfare Act Sunset Repeal, Sponsor Tribal Relations. Senate File 62, Legislature Reorganization of Department of Audit, Sponsor Management Audit. Senate File 65, Wyoming Business Council Repeal, Sponsor Appropriations. Senate File 68, Water Districts Funds for Maintenance Projects, Sponsor Water. Senate File 69, Waste and Stormwater Infrastructure Study, Sponsor Water. Senate File 70, Omnibus Water Bill Construction, Sponsor Water.
Would anyone like any of the bills removed from the consent list? Senator Case.
Mr. President, I would like to remove Senate File 15, Landowner Hunting Licenses Limitation, Senate File 16, Subleasing of State Lands Exemptions, Senate File 26, Game and Fish Property Tax Exemptions Amendments, Senate File 51, Transferable Landowner Hunting Licenses Requirements, Senate File 62, Legislative Reorganization of Department of Audit, Senate File 65, Wyoming Business Council Repeal.
Thank you. Any others? Seeing none? All right. Oh, Senator Kolb, I didn't see you, sir. Sorry.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senate File I waited so long, I lost my place. 24.
24. Thank you. Okay, so we have the revised consent list. Chief Clerk, you want me to read that? Okay. So the revised consent list consists of Senate File 2, Legislative Budget, Senate File 7, Theft Amendments, Senate File 8, Absconding for Criminal Purposes, Criminal Offense, Senate File 9, Fentanyl to Minors, Enhanced Penalty, Senate File 10, Contracts for Holding and Treating Mentally Ill Detainees, Senate File 11, Burials of Indigent Veterans Amendments, Senate File 12, Wyoming National Guard Reenlistment Bonus Program, Senate File 13, Wyoming National Guard Member Referral Amendments, Senate File 25, Landowner License Limits and Limited Quota Hunting Areas, Senate File 37, K through 12 School Facilities Maintenance and Appropriations, Senate File 44, Gambling Amendments, Senate File 52, 2026 Large Project Funding, Senate File 58, Wyoming Indian Child Welfare Act Sunset Repeal, Senate File 68, Water Districts, Funds for Maintenance Projects, Senate File 69, Waste and Stormwater Infrastructure Study, and Senate File 70, Omnibus Water Bill Construction. Pursuant to Senate Rule 13-1C, introduction of any bill other than a budget bill or a bill to reapportion the legislature requires a 2/3 vote for introduction. First reading of the, we already read the consent list. The chief clerk's going to call the roll on the consent list.
On consent list A, Anderson. Barlow. Boner. Brennan. Case. Cooper. Crago. Crum. Dockstetter. Driscoll. French. Guru. Hicks. Hutchings. Ide. Jones. Cole. Landon. Larson. Love. McEwen. Nethercott. Olson. Pappas. Pearson. Rothfuss. Salazar. Schuler. Scott. Steinmetz. President Beitman.
Aye.
On the consent list, 31 aye. Senate File 2. Are there any changes? Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 2, 31 aye. Senate File 7, are there any changes? Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 7, 31 aye. Senate File 8, are there any changes? Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 8, 31 aye. Senate File 9, are there any changes? Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 9, 31 aye. Senate File 10, are there any changes? Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 10, 31 aye. Senate File 11, are there any changes? Aye? Aye to no. Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 11, 30 aye, 1 no. Senate File 12, are there any changes? Hutchings? No. Aye to no. Aye? Aye to no. Aye to no. Case? Aye to no. Steinmetz? Aye to no. Cole? Aye to no. Pearson? Aye to no. Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 12, 25 aye, 6 no. Senate File 13, are there any changes? Aye? Aye to no. Hutchings? Aye to no. Case? Aye to no.
Hicks, I don't know.
Hicks? Aye to no. McEwen? Aye to no. Aye to no. Cole? Aye to no. Aye to no. Pearson? Aye to no. Steinmetz? Aye to no. French? French? Aye to no. And Larson? Aye to no. Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 13, 21 aye, 10 no. Senate File 25, are there any changes? Pearson? Aye to no. Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 25, 30 aye, 1 no. Senate File 37, are there any changes? Scott? Scott, no. Aye? No. McEwen? No. Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 37, 28 aye, 3 no. Senate File 44, are there any changes? Hutchings, no. Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 44, 30 aye, 1 no. Senate File 52, are there any changes? Aye? Aye to no. McEwen? Aye to no. Aye to no. Closing vote. Hutchings, aye to no. Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 52, 28 aye, 3 no. Senate File 58, are there any changes? Aye? Aye to no. Aye to no. Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 58, 30 aye, 1 no. Senate File 68, are there any changes? Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 68, 31 aye. Senate File 69, are there any changes? Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 69, 31 aye. And Senate File 70, are there any changes? Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 70, 31 aye.
Okay. The following bills, having received the required approval of 2/3 of the elected members, Senate File 2, Legislative Budget, be assigned to Committee Number 2, Appropriations. Senate File 7, Theft Amendments, be assigned to Committee Number 1, Judiciary. Senate File 8, Absconding for Criminal Purposes, Criminal Offense, assigned to Committee Number 1, Judiciary. Senate File 9, Fentanyl to Minors, Enhanced Penalty, assigned to Committee Number 1, Judiciary. Senate File 10, Contracts for Holding and Treating Mentally Ill Detainees, assigned to Committee Number 1, Judiciary. Senate File 11, Burials of Indigent Veterans Amendments, assigned to Committee Number 8, Transportation. Senate File 12, Wyoming National Guard Reenlistment Bonus Program, assigned to Committee Number 8, Transportation. Senate File 13, Wyoming National Guard Member Referral Amendments, assigned to Committee Number 8, Transportation. Senate File, 25, Landowner License Limits and Limited Quota Hunt Areas, assigned to Committee Number 6, Travel. Senate File 37, K through 12 School Facilities Maintenance and Appropriations, assigned to Committee Number 2, Appropriations. Senate File 44, Gambling Amendments, assigned to Committee Number 3, Revenue. Senate File 52, 2026 Large Project Funding, assigned to Committee Number 2, Appropriations. Senate File 58, Indian Child Welfare Act Sunset Repeal, assigned to Committee Number 1, Judiciary. Senate File 68, Water Districts Funds for Maintenance Projects, assigned to Committee Number 5, Agriculture. Senate File 69, Waste and Stormwater Infrastructure Study, assigned to Committee Number 5, Agriculture. And Senate File 70, Omnibus Water Bill Construction, assigned to Committee Number 5, Agriculture. Would the reader please read Consent List B?
Senate File 3, Protection of Nuclear Facilities, Sponsor Minerals. Senate File 4, Medicaid Rate Increase, EMS Services, Sponsor Labor. Senate File 5, Hospital Bankruptcy Proceedings, Sponsor Labor. Senate File 6, Eligibility for Medicaid Criteria, Sponsor Labor. Senate File 14, Literacy Position for K through 3 Reading Program, Sponsor Education. Senate File 17, Good Neighbor Authority Amendments, Sponsor Federal Natural Resource Management. Senate File 18, Attendance of Students in K through 12 Schools, Sponsor Education. Senate File 20, Data Privacy Entities, Sponsor Blockchain Technology. Senate File 21, Wyoming Stable Token Amendments, Sponsor Blockchain Technology. Senate File 22, Unincorporated Nonprofit Associations Amendments, Sponsor Blockchain Technology. Senate File 28, Elections, Voting Machine and Voting System Tests, Sponsor Corporations. Senate File 29, Elections, Acceptable Identification Revisions, Sponsor Corporations. Senate File 30, Elections, Voter Registration Revisions, Sponsor Corporations. Senate File 31, Uniform Mortgage Modification Act, Sponsor Corporations. Senate File 32, 911 Funding, Sponsor Corporations. Senate File 33, Political Parties, County Central Committees, Sponsor Corporations. Senate File 36, Hathaway Lump Sum Merit Scholarship, Sponsor Education. Senate File 45, Local Approval for Simulcasting, Sponsor Management Council. Senate File 46, Skill-Based Amusement Games, Licensed Liquor Establishments, Sponsor Management Council. Senate File 47, Increase of Hathaway Scholarship Awards, Sponsor Education. Senate File 49, Public Records Act Revisions, Sponsor Corporations. Senate File 59, K through 12 Language and Literacy Program, Sponsor Education. Senate File 60, K through 12 School Facilities Appropriations, Sponsor Select School Facilities. Senate File 63, Administrative Rules Legislative Review, Sponsor Management Audit. Senate File 77, Homeowner Property Tax Exemption Revision, Sponsor Revenue. Senate File 78, Residential Real Property Taxable Value, Sponsor Revenue. Senate File 79, Sales and Use Tax Reorganization, Sponsor Revenue. Senate File 80, Electronic Communication Revenue. SJ1, State Management, Federal Mineral Leases, Sponsor Federal Natural Resource Management. SJ3, Residential Tax Constitutional Amendment, Sponsor Revenue.
Thank you. Would anyone like any of these bills removed from the consent list? Senator Nethercott.
Thank you, Mr. President. I ask that Senate File 3, Protection of Nuclear Facilities, be removed from the consent list.
Okay, thank you. Any more? Senator Case.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. I would ask that Senate File 29, Elections, Acceptable Identification Revisions be removed. Senate File 33, Political Parties, County Central Committees be removed. Senate File 67, Homeowner Property Tax Exemption Revisions be removed.
Mr. Case, point of order, Senate File 77?
Yes, sir. Did I misspeak?
Yes.
I'll say it again.
Please
Senate
do.
File 77, Homeowners Property Tax Exemption Revisions
Thank you, sir.
for removal. Continuing, Senate File 78, Residential Real Property Taxable Value removed. And Senate Joint Resolution 3, Residential Property Tax Constitutional Amendment, also removed.
Okay. Any others? Senator Larson.
Thank you, Mr. President. I would like to remove Senate File number 4 and SF, Senate File 4, SF, Senate File 49.
Point of order, Senator Rothfuss.
State the catch title.
Sorry, Mr. President. Senate File 4, Medicaid Rate Increase EMS Services. Senate File 49, Public Records Act Revisions.
Okay. Any further bills? Okay. Pursuant to Senate Rule 13-1C, introduction of any bill other than the budget bill or a bill to reapportion the legislature requires a 2/3 vote for introduction. First reading of the bills for the consent list is going to consist of Senate File 5, hospital bankruptcy proceedings, Senate File 6, eligibility for Medicaid criteria, Senate File 14, literacy position for K-3 reading program, Senate File 17, Good Neighbor Authority amendments, Senate File 18, attendance of students in K-12 schools, Senate File 20, data privacy government entities, Senate File 21, Wyoming stable token amendments, Senate File 22, unincorporated nonprofit associations amendments, Senate File 28, elections, voting machine and voting system tests, Senate File 30, elections, voter registration revisions, Senate File 31, Uniform Mortgage Modification Act, Senate File 32, 911 funding, Senate File 36, Hathaway lump sum merit scholarship, Senate File 45, local approval for simulcasting, Senate File 46, skill-based amusement games, licensed liquor establishments, Senate File 47, increase of Hathaway scholarship awards, Senate File 59, K-12 language and literacy program, Senate File 60, K-12 school facilities appropriations, Senate File 63, administrative rules legislative review, Senate File 79, sales and use tax reorganization, Senate File 80, Department of Revenue electronic communication, and Senate Joint Resolution 1, state management federal mineral leases. Chief Clerk will call the roll on the consent list.
Voting consent list B. On the consent list, Anderson? Aye. Barlow? Aye. Boner? Aye. Brennan? Aye. Case? Aye. Cooper? Aye. Crago? Aye. Crum? Aye. Dockstetter? Aye. Driscoll? Aye. French? Aye. Aye. Guru? Aye. Hicks? Aye. Hutchings? Aye. Jones? Aye. Cole. Landon. Larson. Love. McEwen. Nethercott. Olson. Pappas. Pearson. Rothfuss. Salazar. Schuler. Scott. Steinmetz. President Beitman.
Aye.
On the consent list, 31 aye. Senate File 5, are there any changes? Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 5, 31 aye. Senate File 6, are there any changes? Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 6, 31 aye. Senate File 14, are there any changes? Aye. Aye to no. Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 14, 30 aye, 1 no. Senate File 17, are there any changes? Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 17, 31 aye. Senate File 18, are there any changes? Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 18, 31 aye. Senate File 20, are there any changes? Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 20, 31 aye. Senate File 21, are there any changes? Aye. Aye to no. French, aye to no. Hutchings, aye to no. McEwen? Aye to no. Aye to no. Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 21, 27 aye, 4 no. Senate File 22, are there any changes? Aye? Aye to no. Hutchings? No. McEwen? Aye to no. 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 French? No. Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 2227, aye, 4 no. Senate File 28, are there any changes? Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 28, 31 aye. Senate File 30, are there any changes? Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 30, 31 aye. Senate File 31, are there any changes? Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 31, 31 aye. Senate File 32, are there any changes? Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 32, 31 aye. Senate File 36, are there any changes? Hicks, aye to no. Pearson, aye to no. Larson, aye to no. Ide, aye to no. McEwen, aye to no. Hutchings, no. Steinmetz, no. Cole, no. French, no. Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 36, 22 aye, 9 no. Senate File 45, are there any changes? Hutchings, no. Ide, no. McEwen, no. Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 45, 28 aye, 3 no. Senate File 46, are there any changes? Hutchings, aye to no. Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 46, 30 aye, 1 no. Senate File 47, are there any changes? Aye? Aye to no. Closing vote. closing, vote closed. Senate File 4730 aye, 1 no. Senate File 59, are there any changes? Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 59, 31 aye. Senate File 60, are there any changes? Aye. Aye to no. Scott? Aye to no. Hicks? Aye to no. Cole? Aye to no. Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 60, 27 aye, 4 no. Senate File 63, are there any changes? Nethercott, no. Crum, no. Crago, no. Scott, no. Schuler, Schuler, no. Cooper? No. Cooper, no. Cole? No. Hutchings? No. Driscoll? No. Case? No. Jones? No. Anderson? No. Guru? No. Rothfuss? No. Barlow? No. Pappas? No. Landon? No. Dockstetter? No. Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 63, 13 aye, 18 no. Senate File 79, are there any changes? Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 79, 31 aye. Senate File 80. Are there any changes? Hutchings, no. Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 80, 30 aye, 1 no. Senate Joint Resolution 1, are there any changes? Hicks? Hicks, aye to no. Cooper, no. Landon, no. Hutchings, no. Driscoll, no. Case, no. Rothfuss, no. Cole, no. Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate Joint Resolution Number 1, 23 aye, 8 no.
The following bills, having received the required approval of 2/3 of the elected members. Senate File 5, Hospital Bankruptcy Proceedings. It's assigned to Committee Number 10, Labor. Senate File 6, Eligibility for Medicaid Criteria. It's assigned to Committee Number 10, Labor. Senate File 14, Literacy Position for K-3 Reading Program, is assigned to Committee Number 4, Education. Senate File 17, Good Neighbor Authority Amendments, is assigned to Committee Number 9, Minerals. Senate File 18, Attendance of Students in K-12 Schools, is assigned to Committee Number 4, Education. Senate File 20, Data Privacy Government Entities, is assigned to Committee Number 9, Minerals. Senate File 21, Wyoming Stable Token Amendments, is assigned to Committee Number 9, Minerals. Senate File 22, Unincorporated Nonprofit Associations Amendments, is assigned to Committee Number 9, Minerals. Senate File 28, Elections, Voting Machine and Voting System Test, is assigned to Committee Number 7, Corporations. Senate File 30, Elections, Voter Registration Amendments, is assigned to Committee Number 7, Corporations. Senate File 31, Uniform Mortgage Modification Act, is assigned to Committee Number 7, Corporations. Senate File 32, 911 Funding, is assigned to Committee Number 7, Corporations. Senate File 36, Hathaway Lump Sum Merit Scholarship, is assigned to Committee Number 4, Education. I lost my place here. Senate File 45, Local Approval for Simulcasting, is assigned to Committee Number 3, Revenue. Senate File 46, Skill-Based Amusement Games, Licensed Liquor Establishments, is assigned to Committee Number 3, Revenue. Senate File 47, Increase of Hathaway Scholarship Awards, is assigned to Committee Number 4, Education. Senate File 59, K-12 Language and Literacy Program, is assigned to Committee Number 4, Education. Senate File 60, K-12 School Facilities Appropriations, is assigned to Committee Number 4, Education. Senate File 79, Sales and Use Tax Reorganization, is assigned to Committee Number 3, Revenue. Senate File 80, Department of Revenue, Electronic Communication, is assigned to Committee Number 3, Revenue. And Senate Joint Resolution 1, State Management Federal Leases, is assigned to Committee Number 9, Minerals. Senate File 63, having failed to receive a 2/3 majority vote, has failed introduction. Okay. Now we got a stack here, don't we? All right. Senate File 3, first reading of the bill.
Senate File 3, Protection of Nuclear Facilities, sponsor Minerals.
Senator Nethercott.
Mr. President, thank you. Good senators, I think I only have 3 minutes here, but I do urge your no vote on this bill. I removed it from the consent list just to explain why I urge your no vote. The Joint Minerals Committee worked this topic in the interim. We think we have a good little bill, but due to new regulations coming down from the federal administration, they will address all of the concerns that this bill is attempting to. And so The nuclear facilities in our state have asked us to pull this bill back so we don't have conflicting state legislation with what will be new federal law and guidelines coming forward. So really unfortunate it made the list here, but that's the reason why I urge your no vote, is just to make sure we don't get ahead of ourselves and ahead of the federal administration when it comes to these nuclear facilities. So urge your no vote. Thank you.
Thank you. Chief Clerk will call the roll. Okay. Mike. Okay. I will recognize the Chairman of Minerals, Senator Anderson, because technically that was your bill there, but if you want to speak, I'll recognize you, sir.
Certainly, thank you. I would recommend we don't pass this either. We did good work in getting this done in the committee, but then the federal group came out with new guidelines that we haven't seen yet. So we want to wait till we see the new guidelines. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Chief Clerk will call the roll.
Introductory vote, Senate File 3. Anderson? No. No. Barlow? No. Boner? No. Brennan? No. No. Case? No. No. Cooper? No. No. Crago? No. Crump? No. Dockstetter? No. Driscoll? No. French? No. Garou? No. Hicks? No. Hutchings? No. Ide? No. Jones? No. Cole? No. Landon? No. Larson? No. Love? No. McEwen? No. Nethercott? No. Olson? No. Pappas? No. Pearson? No. Brothus? No. Salazar? No. Schuler? No. Scott? No. Steinmetz? No. President Biteman?
No.
No. Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 3, 31 no.
Senate File 3, having failed to receive a 2/3 majority vote, Senate File 3 has failed introduction. Senate File 15, first reading of the bill.
Senate File 15, landowner hunting licenses limitation, sponsor agriculture.
Senator Case?
Mr. President, I believe I had this pulled off, but I would yield to someone that wants to make an affirmative defense of this bill.
Correct, yes. So we're going to call on the bill sponsor. So in these committee bills, it'll be the committee chairman that will be giving the 3-minute time limited introduction speech, followed by a roll call, and it will require a 2/3 vote. And they will need to move the bill, I'm told by the chief clerk. So Senator Ide, go ahead and move the bill.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chairman. This is my first time doing this as chairman, so bear with me here. Mr. President, I'm sorry. Do I have to move the bill right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I move that I move for introduction when the committee rises a report and do recommend a do pass on this bill. Is that right, Mr. President?
Say the bill number and catch title, please.
Yes. Bill number is Senate File 15. The name of the bill is Landowner Licenses Limitations.
Okay. Please proceed.
Mr. President, I would at this time like to call on Senator Pearson to explain this bill.
Chief Clerk? Yeah, normally it's the chairman that, of a committee-sponsored bill that would do the the introduction.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. President.
Oh, that's what, Senator Scott. Can you adjust your microphone, Senator Scott? Can you?
Long tradition of where you have a committee bill where the chairman will delegate
Okay.
responsibility for explaining the bill to a committee member, and I think that's entirely appropriate.
Okay. Senator Rothfuss?
It's a point of order.
Yes.
But when we've done that, we haven't yielded. So we just have one person stand up to present it. So, for example, in that instance, if Senator Pearson was going to be supporting it, then Senator Pearson would be the one to stand as a proponent. Only a proponent gets to stand. And yes, that should have been delegated by the committee chair because the committee chair is the default. And then Senator Pearson would say, I move for introduction of Senate File 15, landowner hunting licenses limitation. Ask for your favorable consideration, and then provide the 3-minute, not more, speech.
Okay. Senator Pearson, are you ready to go on
Sure.
Senate File 15? All right.
Thank you, Mr. President. Do I need to say that I want to move it again or no?
It's been moved.
Okay, so an explanation of this bill. This bill is very similar to a bill that came out of TRW, SF 25, landowner license limits and limited quota hunt areas. In the Ag Committee, believed that there needed to be some additional language in this bill, specifically stating that game and fish in these limited quota areas could not basically limit the number of licenses below 40% for landowners. So if the premise behind that was so that the game and fish would not have the leeway to, in a 100% landowner quota area, that the game and fish wouldn't have the freedom to take 100% of those licenses away from the landowners and give them to the hunter. So this was protecting the landowner tags that are currently allotted in these areas. Also, in this, we added the statement, the commission may promulgate rules to limit the number of landowner hunting licenses issued under this subsection in any limited quota hunt area when deemed necessary to maintain the public hunting opportunity, provided that not less than 40% of the hunting licenses in a limited quota hunting area shall be made available to landowners. The remaining licenses that are not used to landowners shall revert to the limited quota hunt area to be purchased by the public. So this was basically to protect the current landowner licenses that are being issued and to just say that we need a percentage in there to protect those landowner licenses. So thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Senator Pearson. Roll call required on all bills except budget bill or a bill to apportion the legislature. 2/3 vote is required. Chief Clerk will call the roll.
Introductory roll call vote, Senate File 15. Anderson?
No.
No. Barlow? No. Boner? Aye. Brennan? No. No. Case? No. No. Cooper?
No.
No. Crago? No. Crum? No. Dockstetter? No. Driscoll? No. French? Aye. Garou? No. Hicks? No. Hutchings? Aye. Ide? Aye. Jones? No. Cole? No. Landon? No. Larson? Aye. Love? Aye. McEwen? Aye. Nethercott? No. Olson? No. Pappas? No. Pearson? Aye. Rothbus? No. Salazar? Aye. Schuler? No. Scott? No. Steinmetz? No. Whitman?
No.
No. Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 15, 9 aye, 22 no.
Senate File 15, having failed to receive a 2/3 majority vote, Senate File 15 has failed introduction. Senate File 4, first reading of the bill.
Senate File 4, Medicaid rate increase, EMS services, sponsor labor.
Senator Brennan?
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, I would move Senate File 4 to introduction and ask for your favorable aye vote on this bill. In the interim, your Labor Health Committee worked on responding to areas throughout Wyoming where we've got some needs for healthcare in deserts. And one of those is addressed by this Medicaid rate increase to EMS services bill. In many of our rural areas, our emergency medical services are at risk of being lost due to the lack of funding and reimbursement that they get. So this bill addresses this by increasing the rate of reimbursement for emergency medical services to 100% of the costs of those services. Currently, our emergency medical services are not reimbursed at 100%. So every time somebody uses these on Medicaid, our ambulance services loses money on those runs. So this would reimburse that to 100%, starting July 1 of 2026. This bill would require the Department of Health to report to the Labor Committee and your Appropriations Committee on the costs that are accrued by this bill. And then there is an appropriated for the next 2 years from this bill, $1.3 million from the general fund and $1.3 million from the federal fund to the Department of Health for these reimbursements. And then I do believe that anything that is not expended is then reverted, yes. Anything that is not spent shall revert on June 30th of 2028. That's a sum of the bill. Please vote aye.
Thank you, Senator. Requires a 2/3 vote and a roll call. Chief Clerk will please call the roll.
Introductory vote, Senate File 4. Anderson? Aye. Barlow? Aye. Boner? Aye. Brennan? Aye. Case? Aye. Cooper? Aye. Prego? Aye. Crum? Aye. Dockstetter? Aye. Driscoll? Aye. French? French, no. Guru? Aye. Hicks? Aye. Hutchings? Aye. Aye. No. Jones? No. Cole? Cole? Aye. Landon? Aye. Larson? Larson, no. Love? Aye. McEwen? No. Nethercott? Aye. Olson? Aye. Pappas? Aye. Pearson? Aye. Rothfuss? Aye. Salazar? No. Schuler? Aye. Scott? Aye. Steinmetz? Aye. President Beitman?
Aye.
Aye. Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 4, 25 aye, 6 no.
Senate File 4, having received a two-third majority vote, is referred to Committee Number 10, Labor. Senate File 16, first reading of the bill.
Senate File 16, subleasing of state lands, exemptions, sponsor agriculture.
Thank you. Senator Ide.
Thank you, Mr. President. Sorry to mess things up here on this. I kind of had this planned for another one here on this. I thought that's the way we did it. So if that's okay to pass this on after I introduce it. Thank you, Mr. President.
Sure.
So,
Well, you can just, whoever's going to speak, just kick it to them and they'll
I'll
move it. And do
kick it to Senator Craigo.
You
Thank
bet.
you, Mr.
All right.
President.
Senator Craigo, take it away.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move introduction of Senate File 16, subleasing of state lands exemptions, and ask for your favorable consideration. Good senators, this is an old friend. This is an issue we've worked on multiple times over the last few sessions. This is an attempt to clean up some of the mistakes we made last year. It's going to simplify the subleasing process for our state land lessees. Not only for them, it will also simplify the process for our agency here in Cheyenne. And so hopefully we got it right this time. I'm confident we did, and I just ask for your favorable consideration. Thank you.
Roll call is required on all bills except the budget bill or a portion of the legislature. A two-thirds vote is required. Chief Clerk will call the roll.
Introductory roll call vote, Senate File 16. Anderson? No. Barlow? Aye. Boner? Aye. Brennan? Aye. Case? No. Cooper? Aye. Craigo? Aye. Crum? Aye. Dockstader? Aye. Driscoll? Aye. French? Aye. Guru? Aye. Hicks? Aye. Hutchings? Aye. Ide? Aye. Jones? Aye. Cole? Aye. Landon? Aye. Larson? Aye. Love? Aye. McEwen? Aye. Nethercock? Aye. Olson? Aye. Pappas? Aye. Pearson? Aye. Rothfuss? Aye. Salazar? Aye. Schuler? Aye. Scott? Scott, conflict. Steinmetz? Aye. President Beitman?
Aye.
Aye. Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 16, 28 aye, 2 no, 1 conflict.
Senate File 16, having received a two-thirds majority vote, is referred to Committee Number 5, Agriculture. Senate File 24, first reading of the bill.
Senate File 24, lottery tickets, acceptance of debit card payments, sponsor travel. Okay.
Chairman Landon, do you have anybody to give us a spiel on Senate File 24?
Mr. President, thank you. I would move introduction of Senate File 24, lottery tickets, acceptance of debit card payments. Just for a quick rundown on this bill, Mr. President, this was an interim topic of the Travel, Recreation, Wildlife Committee. We received quite some testimony on this bill. It actually is a small business bill. They brought this issue to us As you know, lottery is not in the neighborhood of some of the other gambling mechanisms that we have in the state, but it is still something that a lot of our constituents enjoy partaking in. This particular bill comes into play when you have times when the lottery has a big payout. That generates a lot of excitement on given weeks. When it gets up into the seven figures, and we all have looked at that. So the issue here is the ability for these small businesses out across our state to be a little bit more secure. There are times when an awful lot of cash can be flying around. So these are debit cards, they are not credit cards. These are debit only. In many cases, at these small convenience stores, et cetera, Mr. President, the ATM machine is right there where you buy one of these anyway. After a lot of testimony and a lot of debate on the bill, it came out of Travel, Recreation, and Wildlife 12-0. So it was a unanimous vote. I hope you'll support the bill and we can sure work it. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator. Roll call is required, 2/3 majority vote. Chief Clerk will call the roll.
Introductory roll call vote, Senate File 24, Anderson. Aye. Barlow. Aye. Boner. Aye. Brennan. Aye. Case. Aye. Cooper. Aye. Crago. Aye. Crum. Aye. Dockstetter. Aye. Driscoll. Aye. French. Aye. Garou. Aye. Hicks.
No.
No. Hutchings. No. Ide. No. Jones. Aye. Cole. No. Landon. Aye. Larson. No. Love. Aye. McEwen. Aye. Nethercott. Aye. Olson. Aye. Pappas. Aye. Pearson. No. Rothfuss. Aye. Salazar. No. Schuler. Aye. Scott. No. Steinmetz. No. President Beitman.
Aye.
Aye. Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 24, 22 aye, 9 no.
Senate File 24, having received a 2/3 majority vote, is referred to Committee Number 6, Travel. Senate File 26, first reading of the bill.
Senate File 26, Game and Fish Property Tax Exemption Amendments. Sponsor, Travel.
Senator Hicks.
Mr. President, I move for introduction, Senate File 26, Wyoming Game and Fish Department Property Tax Exemptions Amendments. Real quick, this should look familiar to the members of the Senate. This is an identical piece of legislation that we moved out of here last year. Kind of got hung up and timed out on the other side of the building down here, but just to remind you, Game and Fish Department is an agency of the state of Wyoming. They're I don't know why the legislature was mad at them at the time, but when we think about across our agencies that own land, corrections, health, transportation, state parks, water development,
Senate File 29, Elections, Acceptable Identification Revisions, Sponsor Corporations.
Thank you. Senator Boner.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move introduction to Senate File 29 and ask for the body's favorable consideration. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Corporations Committee bill dealing with our elections, and basically what it does is it goes in and modifies what is acceptable for voter ID at the polls. The overview is that it effectively only allows IDs that have a photo on the ID, so that it's when you go and show that ID, that there's a meaningful way of verifying that you are who you say you are. And so this is more specifically, it repeals Medicare, Medicaid insurance cards as a form of acceptable proof, as well as student IDs. It retains driver's licenses, tribal ID, Wyoming ID card, valid U.S. passport, U.S. military card, driver's license or identification issued by the state. So this is a part of our election integrity efforts to ensure that when folks show up to the polls, they are who they say they are. Ask for your favorable consideration so we can continue to have this important discussion.
Thank you, Senator. Roll call is required, 2/3 majority vote. Chief Clerk will call the roll.
Introductory vote, Senate File 29. Anderson? Aye. Aye. Barlow? No. Boner? Aye. Brennan? Aye. Aye. Case? No. No. Cooper? No. No. Crago? No. No. Crum? No. No. Dockstetter? No. Driscoll? No. No. French? No. No. Garoop? No. Hicks? Aye. Aye. Hutchings? Aye. Aye. Ide? Aye. Aye. Jones? Aye. Cole? Aye. Aye. Landon? No. No. Larson? Aye. Love? Aye. Aye. McEwen? Aye. Aye. Nethercott? Aye. Olson? No. No. Pappas? No. No. Pearson? Aye. Rothfuss? No. Salazar? Aye. Aye. Schuler? No. Scott? No. No. Steinmetz? Aye. President Beitman?
Aye.
Aye. French? No to aye? French? Thank you. French, no to aye. Dockstetter? No to aye. Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 29, 18 aye, 13 no.
Okay. Senate File 29, having failed to receive a 2/3 majority vote, Senate File 29 has failed introduction. Senate File 33, first reading in the Senate file.
Senate File 33, Political Parties, County Central Committees, Sponsor Corporations.
Thank you. Senator Steinmetz.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move introduction of Senate File 33, Political Parties, County Central Committees, and ask for your favorable consideration. Mr. President and members of the Senate, Senate File 33 addresses long-standing ambiguity in Title 22 regarding the composition of county central committees. The bill provides a simple targeted fix by aligning statute with long-standing practice and party bylaws, clarifying that duly elected officers and properly appointed members are part of the committee. Courts have explicitly expected legislative action on this issue, and this session, we have the opportunity to take that with Senate File 33. It will reduce litigation, respect party governance, and restore clarity before the next election cycle. I would ask for your favorable consideration.
Thank you, Senator. Roll call vote is required. 2/3 majority vote is required. The chief clerk will call the roll.
Introductory roll call vote, Senate File 33. Anderson? No. Barlow? No. Boner? Aye. Brennan? Aye. Case? No. Cooper? No. Crago? No. Crum? No. Dockstetter? Aye. Driscoll? No. French? Aye. Guru? No. Hicks? Aye. Hutchings? Aye. Ide? Aye. Jones? No. Cole? No. Landon? No. Larson? Aye. Love? Aye. McEwen? Aye. Nethercott? No. Olson? No. Pappas? No. Pearson? Aye. Rothfuss? No. Salazar? Aye. Schuler? No. Scott? No. Steinmetz? Aye. President Beitman?
Aye.
Aye. Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 33, 14 aye, 17 no.
Senate File 33, having failed to receive a 2/3 majority vote, Senate File 33 has failed introduction. Senate File 49, first reading of the bill.
Senate File 49, Public Records Act revisions, sponsor corporations.
Thank you. Senator Case.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. I move for the introduction of Senate File 49, Public Records Act revisions. Ask for your favorable consideration, Mr. President. This is an issue that's unsettled in Wyoming. There's more work to do on the bill. I'll be the first one to admit it. But we spent an entire interim on it. We have a few changes, and there's some compromise on those changes that are emerging. And I would ask that you pass it. Our Public Records Act needs work. It is, and we have a problem. We have to deal with these large data miners that explore and get records dumps from the state and then resell it. But we also have to provide opportunities for our citizens to be able to have, in a timely manner, get their records requests fulfilled. It's not easy, but this bill, we've got time this session, and I'd hope that you would let us work on it some more.
Thank you, Senator. Roll call votes required. As is a 2/3 majority vote, the chief clerk will call the roll.
Introductory roll call vote, Senate File 49. Anderson? No. Barlow? No. Boner? Aye. Brennan? No. Case? Aye. Cooper? No. Crago? No. Crum? No. Dockstetter? Aye. Driscoll? Aye. French? Aye. Guru? No. Hicks? No. Hutchings? Aye. Ide? Aye. Jones? No. Cole? Aye. Landon? No. Larson? No. Love? No. McEwen? Aye. Nethercott? No. Olson? No. Pappas? No. Pearson? Aye. Rothfuss? Rothfuss, aye. Salazar? Aye. Schuler? No. Scott? Aye. Steinmetz? Aye. President Beitman?
Aye.
Aye. Driscoll, aye to no. Larson, no to aye. Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 49, 15 aye, 16 no.
Senate File 49, having failed to receive a 2/3 majority vote, Senate File 49 has failed introduction. Senate File 51, first reading of the bill.
Senate File 51, transferable landowner hunting licenses requirements, sponsor agriculture.
Thank you. Senator Ide?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. President. Here again, I'm going to turn this over to the chief architect and the one that drafted most of this in committee. So Senator Pearson, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Senator Pearson.
Thank you, Mr. President. Oh, it's not moved?
Move for introduction.
Oh. I don't have my words. Thank you, Mr. President. I move for introduction. Senate File SF 51, transferable landowner hunting license requirements. Thank you, Mr. President. As many of you know, this is very near and dear to my heart, and the intent of this bill was to support ranchers and farmers. There were several amendments on this bill that were also going to be to support hunters, such as allowing access to public lands. Obviously, some of those, and increasing landowner coupons and things like that. So those amendments did not pass. I would ask that this body allow the Ag Committee to work some more on this, to make amendments that supports both hunters and landowners. In this, it says that that landowners are only able to transfer a maximum of 2 tags. And to be eligible to transfer, you had to operate a farming or ranching operation within the state. So this was for resident landowners only. And have a farming or ranching operation classified as agricultural land by the county assessor. As I said, there were amendments on here that I would have liked to have seen that would have allowed for public access to public lands through private, if someone wanted to be a part of the program, as well as having a pretty high mark on whether you qualified as far as your ag sales, so that some smaller landowners that are currently getting landowner tags wouldn't qualify for this program. So I would ask the body to let the Ag Committee work on this some more in this session and see where we come out. So, thank you.
Thank you, Senator. This requires a roll call and a 2/3 majority vote. The chief clerk will call the roll.
Introductory roll call vote, Senate File 51. Anderson? No. Barlow? No. Boner? Aye. Brennan? No. Case? No. Cooper? No. Crago? No. Crum? No. Dockstetter? No. Driscoll? No. French? Aye. Guru? No. Hicks? No. Hutchings? Aye. Ide? Aye. Jones? No. Cole? No. Landon? No. Larson? Aye. Love? No. McEwen? No. Nethercott? No. Olson? No. Pappas? No. Pearson? Aye. Rothfuss? No. Salazar? No. Schuler? No. Scott? No. Steinmetz? No. President Biteman?
No.
No. Closing vote. Closing vote closed. Senate File 51, 6 aye, 25 no.
Senate File 51, having failed to receive a 2/3 majority vote, Senate File 51 has failed introduction. Senate File 62, first reading of the bill.
Senate File 62, Legislature reorganization of Department of Audit, sponsor management audit.
Thank you. Senator Larson.
Mr. President, thank you. I move introduction of Senate File 62, legislative reorganization of Department of Audit. This legislation requires the Director of Department of Audit and the Director of Legislative Service Office to develop a plan by July 1, 2026 for a Type 2 transfer of the Public Funds Division of the Department of Audit to the Wyoming Legislature. The report shall be submitted to the Governor, Management Council, and Management Audit Committee. Public meetings will then be held by the Management Council or Management Audit Committee. And then they may propose introduction of the bill in 2027. The reason for bringing this is I don't know if the executive should be auditing their own agencies. And I think we ought to follow our statutes, 28.8.107, auditing of state agencies. It states in subsection B, the Legislative Service Office, at the direction of the Management Audit Committee, subject to Management Council budget priorities and subject to general policies established by the legislature when in regular or special session, shall conduct audits of agencies which may include program evaluations, performance audits, analysis of policy alternatives, audits of the accounts and operations of any agency or of any entity directly or indirectly receiving state funds. I just think the legislature ought to take our duties seriously and do our job.
Thank you, Senator. This requires a roll call and a 2/3 majority vote. The chief clerk, please call the roll.
Introductory roll call vote, Senate File 62, Anderson? No. No. Barlow? No. Boner? Aye. Brennan? No. No. Case? No. No. Cooper?
No.
No. Crago?
No.
No. Crum? No. Dockstetter? No. Driscoll?
No.
No. French?
Aye.
Aye. Brew?
No.
No. Hicks?
No.
No. Hutchings?
Yes.
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Jones? No. Cole? No. Landon? No. Larson? Aye. Love?
No.
No. McEwen?
Aye.
Aye. Nethercott? No. Olson? No. Pappas? No. Pearson? Aye. Rothfuss?
No.
No. Salazar? Aye. Schuler? No. Scott?
No.
No. Steinmetz? Aye. President Beitman?
Aye.
Aye. Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 62, 10 aye, 21 no.
Senate File 62, having failed to receive a 2/3 majority vote, Senate File 62 has failed introduction. Senate File 65, first reading of the bill.
Senate File 65, Wyoming Business Council repeal. Sponsor appropriations.
Thank you. Back to you, Senator Larson.
Mr. President, thank you. I move introduction of Senate File 65, Wyoming Business Council repeal, and request your favorable consideration. Since its creation in 1998, the council has received roughly $1 billion, about $35 million annually, yet many constituents question the measurable return on that investment, the extent of job and business growth attributable to the council's work. A recurring concern raised by the Joint Appropriations Committee and by the people I represent is whether it is the proper role of government to incentivize private businesses with public dollars. Many believe that the free market principles, not government-directed incentives or the selection of winners and losers, should guide economic development. Another issue is the limited legislative oversight once funding is allocated. The council's 13-member commission appointed by the governor, where representation across the state is not regionalized, makes the decisions without legislative oversight. Constituents have also expressed frustration with the responses from the council that suggest certain communities are less deserving of support based on local tax decisions. Additionally, the council staffing costs remain a point of contention. Its 39 employees are funded at $11.6 million per biennium, averaging nearly $115,000 per employee with wages and benefits, which is controlled solely by the commission. Under this bill, the core responsibilities of the council will transfer to the state budget department, along with $2 million in funding and 2 full-time positions. That department would assume administration of the revolving investment fund established under Article 16, Section 12 of the state constitution, as well as oversight of outstanding grants, loans, bonds, and other obligations. Unless otherwise specified, all programs, property, equipment, and unexpended funds under the council's authority would transfer to this department. Wyoming Energy Authority will take over the Conservation Improvement Program, the Minerals to Value-Added Products Program, and continue administration of the State Energy Performance Program. The Broadband Development Program would move to the State Loan and Investment Board. The program will continue to operate, particularly under the Federal Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act funding, with an estimated $335 million expected to be expended by 2030. The remainder of the bill updates statutory language by removing references to the Business Council across many departments. In ending, I want to state that I do not believe the people of the state, the leadership of this body, and this legislature has confidence in the funding the Business Council receives is spent in the proper manner. Thank you for consideration.
Right at 3 minutes. Well done. All right. Roll call and a 2/3 vote is required. The chief clerk will call the roll.
Roll call vote, Senate File 65. Anderson? No. Barlow? No. Boner? No. Brennan? No. Case? No. Cooper? No. Crago? No. Crum? No. Dockstetter? No. Driscoll? No. French? Aye. Guru? No. Hicks? No. Hutchings? Aye. Ide? Aye. Jones? No. Cole? No. Landon? No. Larson? Aye. Love? No. McEwen? Aye. Nethercott? No. Olson? No. Pappas? No. Pearson? Aye. Rothfuss? No. Salazar? Aye. Schuler? No. Scott? Aye. Steinmetz? Aye. President Beitman?
Aye.
Aye. Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 65, 10 aye, 21 no.
Senate File 65, having failed to receive a 2/3 majority vote, Senate File 65 has failed introduction. Senate File 77, first reading of the bill.
Senate File 77, homeowner property tax exemption revisions, sponsor revenue.
Thank you. Senator McEwen.
I move Senate File 77 and ask for your favorable consideration. It's a fairly straightforward bill. It repeals the 8-month requirement for residency to get the exemption, and it opens it up to all property owned, not just your primary residence. And there's really not much more to say about it. So I ask for your aye vote. Thank you.
Thank you. This requires a roll call plus a 2/3 majority vote. The chief clerk will call the roll.
Introductory roll call vote. Senate File 77. Anderson? No. Barlow? No. Boner? Aye. Brennan? No. Case? No. Cooper? No. Craigo? No. Crum? No. Dockstader? No. Driscoll? No. French? Aye. Guru? No. Hicks? No. Hutchings? No. Ide? Aye. Jones? No. Cole? Aye. Landon? No. Larson? Aye. Love? Aye. McEwen? Aye. Nethercott? No. Olson? No. Pappas? No. Pearson? Aye. Rothfuss? No. Salazar? Aye. Schuler? No. Scott? No. Steinmetz? No. President Biteman?
Aye. Aye.
Aye. Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 77, 10 aye, 21 no.
Senate File 77, having failed to receive a 2/3 majority vote, Senate File 77 has failed introduction. Senate File 78, first reading of the bill.
Senate File 78, residential real property taxable value sponsor revenue.
Senator McEwen.
I move Senate File 78 and ask for your favorable consideration. Residential real property taxable value. Basically, what this bill does, it's pretty simple. It drops the tax rate on residential property to 8.3. Once again, not much more to it. Thank you.
Thank you. This requires a roll call and a 2/3 vote. The chief clerk will call the roll.
Introductory roll call, Senate File 78. Anderson? No. Barlow? No. Boner? No. Brennan? No. Case? No. Cooper? No. Craigo? No. Crum? No. Dockstader? No. Driscoll? No. French? Aye. Guru? No. Hicks? No. Hutchings? No. Ide? Aye. Jones? No. Cole? No. Landon? No. Larson? Aye. Love? No. McEwen? Aye. Nethercott? No. Olson? No. Pappas? No. Pearson? Aye. Rothfuss? No. Salazar? Aye. Schuler? No. Scott? Aye. Steinmetz? Aye. President Biteman?
Aye.
Aye. Closing vote. Hutchings, no to aye. Closing. Vote closed. Senate File 78, 10 aye, 21 no.
Senate File 78, having failed to receive a 2/3 majority vote, Senate File 78 has failed introduction. Senate Joint Resolution 3, first reading of the joint resolution.
Senate Joint Resolution 3, residential property tax constitutional amendment sponsor revenue.
Thank you. Third time's the charm, Senator McEwen.
Yeah, this is fun. I move Senate Joint Resolution Number 3, residential property tax constitutional amendments. Basically, what this is looking at doing is eradicating residential property tax in its whole. Residential property tax is immoral, it's unconstitutional, and we need to get rid of it. And it's so confusing with all the exemptions right now. There's follow-up plans to fill the void that it creates. And I think it's time that people are able to own their own homes. And the beauty of this is we don't decide it. in this chamber. It will go to the people of the state. Your constituents will decide whether they want it or not. And as you vote for this, I'd ask you to keep in mind, you're either voting for your constituents or you're voting for the government. Thank you.
Thank you. This requires a roll call and a 2/3 majority vote. Chief Clerk will call the roll.
Introductory roll call vote, Senate Joint Resolution Number 3. Anderson? No. No. Barlow? No. Boner? No. Brennan? No. No. Case? No. Cooper?
No.
No. Craigo? No. Crum? No. Dockstetter? No. Driscoll? No. French? Aye. Guru? No. Hicks? No. Hutchings? No. Ide? Aye. Jones? No. Cole? No. Landon? No. Larson? Aye. Love? No. McEwen? Aye. Nethercott? No. Olson? No. Pappas? No. Pearson? Aye. Rothfuss? No. Salazar? Aye. Schuler? No. Scott? No. Steinmetz? No. President Biteman?
Aye.
Aye. Closing vote. Closing. Vote closed. Senate Joint Resolution Number 3, 7 aye, 24 no.
Senate Joint Resolution 3, having failed to receive a 2/3 majority vote, Senate Joint Resolution 3 has failed introduction. Messages from the House.
From the House of Representatives, February 9th, 2026, message number 1. Mr. President, the House of Representatives of the 68th Wyoming State Legislature budget session has been called to order by Speaker Chip Nyman and is ready to receive any communications that you may desire to submit. Sincerely, Katie Talbot, House Chief Clerk. From the House of Representatives, February 9th, 2026, message number 2. Mr. President, the House of Representatives appointed the following employees for the 2026 budget session of the 68th Legislature and suspend with further reading. From the House of Representatives, February 9th, 2026, message number 3. Mr. President, the Speaker of the House of Representatives has appointed the following standing committees for the 2026 budget session of the 68th Legislature. Suspend with further reading.
Thank you. Senator Salazar.
Thank you, Mr. President. Without objection, Mr. President, I would like to re-refer Senate File 52, 2026 Large Water Project Funding to Committee 6, Travel, Recreation, and Wildlife.
That was Senate File 52?
Correct.
Oh, Senator Landon?
Mr. President, the Vice President, I think inadvertently put the word water in there. The large project funding bill is the Wildlife Trust bill and generally goes to TRW, so I appreciate the chairman. Thank you.
Thank you. Without objection, Senate File 52, 2026 large project funding is re-referred to Committee Number 6, Travel. Thank you. And do you have another one? Okay, Mr. Vice President.
Mr. Chairman. Mr. President, without objection, I would like to re-refer Senate File 60, K through 12 School Facilities Appropriation to Committee 6, Travel, Recreation, and Wildlife.
Okay, without objection, Senate File 60, K-12 School Facilities Appropriations is re-referred to Committee Number 6, Travel. Okay. Any more re-referrals? Senator McEwen?
Still trying to put the flames out. Mr. President, I'd like to re-refer Senate File 45 to the Judiciary Committee, please.
What's the catch title on that, please? Is it the local approval for simulcasting?
Local approval for simulcasting.
Okay. Senator Rothfuss.
Thank you, Mr. President. And you need to ask without objection, which is basically a motion. So this is a motion to move it, but we typically don't object. So when you're asking without objection, that means that you're just asking the chamber to agree that it can be moved. So ask without objection, and then the president will move, or will rule.
Back to you, Senator McEwen.
Without objection, I'd like to move Senate File 45, local approval for simulcasting, to the Judiciary Committee.
Okay. Without objection, Senate File 45, local approval for simulcasting, has been re-referred to Committee Number 1, Judiciary. Okay. Senator Ide.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. President. Without objection, I would like to re-refer Senate Joint Resolution Number 1, re-refer it from minerals to agriculture, if I may.
Point of order, Senator Rothfuss.
It's in the possession of the Minerals Committee, so that would be a motion by the Minerals Committee Chairman, which he might be amenable to later or something, but
Yeah, if you want
that
to
would be out of order.
Yeah, it's out of order. If you want to do that, you have to get with the Minerals Committee Chairman. Senator Case.
Thank you, Mr. President. I think if you actually make a motion, it's in order for any member.
Correct.
But if someone wants to do this quietly and consensually, consensual stuff is good, then you just ask, barring objection, if you would do it. And it should be from the committee that has possession.
Thank you. All right, let's get out of here before you guys re-refer all my bills. Senator Nethercott, Majority Floor Leader.
Mr. President, I move that the Senate stand adjourned until 10 a.m. Tuesday, February 10th, 2026.
Are there any announcements? Let's go to you, Mr. Vice President.
Thank you, Mr. President. The Senate Appropriations will be meeting upon adjournment in State Capitol Room 113. We'll be dealing with Senate File 2 Legislative Budget. And tomorrow, the Senate Appropriations will be meeting upon noon recess in State Capitol Room 113. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Senator Olson.
Thank you, Mr. President. Your committee number 1, Judiciary, will meet tomorrow upon the noon recess to consider 4 bills. Senate File 7, theft amendments. Senate File 8, absconding for criminal purposes, criminal offense. Senate File 9, fentanyl to minors, enhanced penalty. And Senate File 10, contracts for holding and treating mentally ill detainees.
Thank you. Senator Landon.
Mr. President, thank you. The gun has been fired. Your travel committee is ready to go, and tomorrow morning we're going to do that. We will take up Senate File 52, the 2026 Large Project Funding Bill. Also, if time permits, Senate File 24, lottery tickets, acceptance of debit card payments. Again, that's tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, and I believe that is number 6 downstairs.
All right.
Maybe the Snake River room. Thank you.
Thank you. Senator Ide.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. President. Stumbling around here. Tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, Ag Committee meeting. I think it's West 6, the room. I think we'll take up, I had a request here, and I'll just kind of go with the first, Senate File 69, Senate File 70, and Senate File 63.
Could you read the catch titles on those, please?
Yes. Yeah, give me those sheet there. Thanks, Mr. President,
You're
being
welcome.
patient with me here.
No worries.
Yeah, let's see, Senate File 69 is Waste and Stormwater Infrastructure Study. Senate File 70 is Omnibus Water Bill Construction. And Senate File 63 is, let's see, where is 63 here? Administrative Rules, Legislative Review. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Senator Pappas.
Thank you, Mr. President. First of all, point of order. We're okay announcing, since we don't have 24 hours. Somebody tell me that rule. Because we're announcing these meetings, we don't have the 24-hour
It's
period.
5 o'clock on the first 2
So-
days. We're good.
We're okay?
Yes.
Okay. So then I will announce.
All right.
For your Transportation Committee will meet 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, and I believe it's room 2 on the west side downstairs. We will take up Senate File 11, Burial of Indigent Veterans Amendments, and File 12, Wyoming National Guard Reenlistment Bonus Program, and Senate File 13, Wyoming National Guard Member Referral Amendments.
Thank you, sir. All right. Senator Case, boy, does this look good to me. I think you have an announcement that's going to be music to my ears.
Yes, Mr. President, I'd like to call, as your official fan back here, Mr. President, I'd like to call on pitchers and catchers to report tomorrow morning for spring training.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Spring is in the air. Senator Ide, back to you.
I'm still stumbling around here, Mr. President.
you're good.
Thank you. That I referred Senate File 63, and that one actually failed. So we're going to go with Senate File 16, and that is subleasing of state lands exemptions. Thank you,
All
Mr.
right.
President.
Thank you. Any more announcements? None? All right, you've all heard the motion. All in favor, say aye. All opposed, no. Senate is adjourned until 10 a.m. Tuesday, February 10th, 2026.